Okay. Hey Murphy, how you doing, buddy? Chilling, huh? No, I had a flu. I was decked out sick, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm better now. Just need to get my sleep pattern properly. Last lantern tries, as the informant said the Mertvago did. Flash lantern 3 times but nothing happens. Devices and batteries. The thing needs 2 new batteries in order to work. There's another way, however, or is there? After thinking it over for a bit, you create a makeshift connection between the battery from your portable radio and the lamp, and after flash the light 3 times, you return the battery to your radio. Inside and wait. You enter the dark room and wait, with no hope of result. Time crawls when there's nothing to do. About a half hour or so later, something funny happens. A man enters the house under cover of darkness. With his back to you, he struggles to shut the old, rotten door behind him. Close, damn it! Shit, I forgot to tell you the passphrase. Rushes are singing. Only, what did you call me over anyway, Mertvago? I thought you swore to stop selling schematics when Goryachev disappeared. Are you starting up again? I don't know, man. You pissed the buyers off big time. Wait and see what it will say next. Matter, Rick? Got your tongue? You're an ass, Mertvago. I bet the conglomerate already replaced us with some new smucks the same afternoon you told him you were out. You and Goroshev are not the only eggheads in the city, you know? The bot works as it should, I see. Well, you're only number 2. The man finally gets the door shut, turns to face you and freezes. His fat face goes pale and his fat knees begin to fatly shake. Oh no, who are you? Beechcraft, calm down, friend. I mean no harm. Instead of answering, the mystery caller spins around and goes for the door. Luckily, Comrade Blaze intervenes. Despite his small frame, the she-wolf of the revolution quickly throws the escapee on his back with an awesome wrestling move and puts him in a chokehold. He's utterly defenseless and whimpering for mercy. Answer my comrade's questions if you want to live. So, who are you? What kind of operation were you and Mertvaga running here? I am Anatoly Trushev, a simple fisherman from the docks. Mertvaga was a former classmate. We made a deal with a conglomerate. He brought me schematics from the factory, I sold it, and we shared the profits. We don't do that anymore, I swear. Back to the bottom. Tell me about this conglomerate. What is it? They are an outfit from East. The name sounds scary, but they are really a scientists who are interested in tech. From how ovens are manufactured to quantum physics. They gather schematics, recipes, and ideas from all over the waste. One day you will rise again. So what kind of schematics were Mertvago and Goryashev selling? I don't know what Goryashev sold. All I know is he was recruited first. That's how a conglomerate agent convinced Mertvago to sell his schematics. It was like, your buddy Goryashev is already working with us. Why not join him and make a few rubles selling your knowledge? After joining, Mertvago sold schematics for light and heavy tractors, motorcycles, custom firearms. And one time he brought something called schematics for the throw-up, which was some kind of tank thing. But the conglomerate dude wouldn't buy that one because it looked fake. I see. What do you know about Professor Goryashev? Nothing honest. He also worked with the conglomerate, but not through me. All I know is that when he disappeared, Mertvago got spooked and closed shop. Do you know who Goryashev's contact was in the conglomerate? No idea. Some criminal probably. Mertvago once told me Goryashev was a weirdo and friends with all manner of scum. Okay, time to end this. Man wipes his sweaty forehead and casts a hopeful glance at the exit. I'm gonna go now, okay? Me and Mertvago are no longer friends and we don't work with the conglomerate either. There's no reason to keep me here. Get out, but remember, this wee winchinwag of ours never happened. The modern man nods several times and rushes off to watch his shapeless silhouette looping away against the moonlit horizon. You remind yourself of the passphrase. Thrushes are singing. That will surely convince Mertvago you know about him betraying the factory, which means you're not much closer to your goal. Mertvago wasn't such a goody two-shoes after all. Now we have dirt on him. Time to pay our engineer friend a little visit. Oh, empty tins. I take them. Why do we have 5 ropes? Jesus. Oh, we should get that one. Get rid of 3 of them. Don't need them. crap, we have a lot of different things there. Oh, I thought this one would be better. Again, it's better because it only costs 2 to 3 AP. Or keeps them both. Bum 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 da dum bum. Spirit guy. Oh, I'm waiting for you, yes? When the man is addressing you, there's no doubt to speak with slight accent which you cannot place. Maybe. Who are you? My name is Francis Liao. You are the Guelo Edic radioed me about, no? Yes, I'm here about the job. Very well, forgive my rudimentary language skills, Guelo. I shall try to describe the mission in the best words I know. In case I'm not understanding, do not hesitate to ask questions. Alright, what's your proposal? An organization, the conglomerate, needs to see the schematics for a certain filter. A local factory once planned to produce this item, but later bowed out due to lack of resources. Thanks to Professor Goryashev, a factory worker and a partner of ours have learned every necessary detail. No plans for the filter are kept in a safe inside the senior manager's office. Mr. Sherbatov, he is called. Also now more of a more significant problem. The folder with the schematic is removed from the factory at night. It is kept in the office only during the day, but then it is guarded. Taking pictures of the plans is a work for a brave and resourceful, no? But also for one who wishes to earn a hearty thousand of your local currency and a valuable item, yes? So what can you tell me about the Gordiashab? Very useful man. He was although several schematics for the factory. His disappearance brought a halt to many of my employer's ambitions. It also filled me with fear for my own life. What if he was eliminated by those who know of my operation? How did you meet him? It's classified. All I'm able to say is that Professor Goroshev wanted very much to leave Trudograd. For this he needed money which I gave him in exchange for his help. After he vanished and my other agents stopped responding, I was met with despair. Tell me about the other agent. It's also classified, Guido. Tell me more about this conglomerate. We're a large organization from the east. So far from to the east, we have no plans for this area, aside from our small knowledge exchange program. The goal of our board of directors is to guarantee humanity's survival and preserve the heritage of the past. Why is this filter and why do you need it? With all filters, this one is placed in a stream. It blocks the unwanted bits of the flow and lets the beneficial ones through. However, the technology we are discussing is much superior to anything we have used before. Mankind needs this device for prosperity and long life. How am I going to get a picture of the schematic? In this case, we shall, as Russians say, battle fire with the beneficial aid of fire. To acquire these high-tech schematics for the conglomerate, we will use another techno marvel, a miniature camera. This device will save you the trouble of carrying the physical folder with the plans. Isn't that wise, Guido? I see. Going to decline this capitalist offer, correct, comrade? The secrets of our production belongs to the people, not to some conglomerate. Okay. Let's go with number 5, huh? Psst, I'm trying to win his trust to learn more about the conglomerate, and you ruin it for me. Oh, sorry, carry on. If we finish the discussion, I await your answer. I agree, Francis. Francis gives you a stiff bow and fishes around in his pockets. A moment later, he produces a matchbox-sized camera and places it in your outstretched hand. Take this technology wonder and go. Remember, you will need to think on your feet, possibly a great deal. The plans can be found in Mr. Sherobatov's office, but only during the day. The doors will be guarded, and the only access is through the very strict secretary lady. Make yourself a friend of the shadows. Sling cat-like inside. Or pursue employment as a worker, or crawl through a mouse hole. You would only need a minute alone with the schematics to take this, to take the photos. Juni Hao Yon. That's perfectly. Before I begin, I would like to know more about the conglomerate. It's not a question to provoke long discussion. I rank as the 7th of 9 senior procurement managers of the Tertiary and Universal Investigation Division of the corporate block Ling Yi. Remain calm. This does not mean you should address me as royalty or stop blinking my presence with. I do not care for such formalities, especially when I do not wish to call attention to myself. Okay. To the factory. Bit overkill. Hey, little buddy. Okay. Point killing that thing, but yeah, well. Exit. Camp and heal up. why did I sell off the damn backpack? Exit. And to the factory we continue. Come on, marketplace, marketplace. Damn it. Okay, we're gonna have to wait until daytime. Okay. Clock. Boom. Okay, little buddy. I have a lever on here attached to a mechanism of my own making. Release the attack dogs into the office. Don't make me pull it. Don't one step closer, I'll do it, I swear. Got something to tell you, Mirtvago. The thrushes are singing. If you don't start singing and dancing to my tune, everyone is gonna know the source of your secret income. Then Nia's lower lip begins to spasm. I understand exactly what you mean. With difficulty, he swallows the lump in his throat and answers in a soft, shaky voice. But please, let me guess. In return of your silence, I must cooperate with you. So be it. I will discard my own ideas and interests. You will have your strike and hope you shock on it. Not so fast, Mentor. Tell me, what do you know, Professor Goryashev? Goryashev and I were recruited at different times by different people. We never discussed it. We generally never spoke at all. He was a secretive person until the very end. He never wanted my friendship, even after we started working for the same shadowy organization. When he went missing, I suspected the document buyers had something to do with it. I stopped cooperating with them at once, and I have sold no factory secrets since. That is all. Doesn't leave. Okay, so we got the cooperation of all three then. Let's try and get this one done now. See how we're gonna do it. Usually just kidding everybody. Go up to doors. Do it a violent way. You here for Mr. Sherberton? Yes, I sure am. Secretary tirelessly raises his eyes for a moment and looks down to the paperwork again, cringing slightly. Your special armor doesn't impress her at all. Young man, could you please step out of your bizarre costume? I need to see everyone's faces to come in. Plus, you wrecked the floor with those huge boots, and who do you think is gonna fix it? Done. Dostoevsky? Nice how it parks the armor right right in the doorway so I can get in. Park it over here. Can you like... Oh my god, am I... What the hell is up with this game, man? And they stand in the way, so I couldn't even move out of the way. God damn, this is just ridiculous. Why can't I? Oh yeah, I know. I just realized why. Because we overloaded. God damn it. It is because of the stupid microchips. Like, yeah. I was kind of thinking, I was like, I should be able to move. Okay. Oh my good lord. React to motionless sinus. My eyes are up here, miss. You see it now, don't you, son? Importance of fresh air and exercise. For though I'm quite mature in years, these ragged clothes hide the body of a young Adonis. No wonder women still swoon whenever. Sorry, I wasn't looking at you. I just mistook your child for someone else. The woman studies your face for a moment and slowly shakes her head as if chasing away an unpleasant daydream. It's your face. You look just like Mr. Shepherd's son. God rest his soul. No matter, you're here to fix the leaky radiator, right? Yes, of course. Let me at him. Good, Mrs. Shepherd shouldn't suffer the drafty room a moment longer. What's the point of a radiator if it doesn't produce heat? He coughs discreetly and addresses the guard whose bulk is blocking the path to the manager's office. This one is from the corporate living condition management. Let him through, please. What can you tell me about Mr. Shepherd's son that I resemble so much? I don't trust you enough to discuss such matter. Okay. We need him out of here then. Let's see, do we share with him? Mr. Shepherd looks up from the pile of documents spread out before him, but at that very instant, whatever he had been up to, sticks in his throat. The man grows deathly pale and makes a rattling sound as he tries to swallow. What is it? Something wrong? Advancing, the man studies it from head to toe and finally seems to calm down. Despite his position of authority in his sprawling facility, his voice trembles as he addresses you. Keep calm. I just feel like I've seen you somewhere before. What brings you to my office, young man? The terrorist chairman wants to see you now. Ah. You mentioned you thought I was someone else for a second. Yes, advise you to get to work, young man. Fix the radio and stop bothering me. Can I ask you a few questions? Easily, continue to act like this and the supervisor will hear about it from me. My speechcraft isn't good enough. Can't do anything about him. Yeah, I can't do that. Wonder if there's anything one can do with personality. If I'm wrong. You saw me where? And I've got there, by the way, your wife said she needs you to come over at once. Oh, we can't kill them all easily. So now I want this to go about. This all comes down to speechcraft. Do I have speechcraft? No. What else? Let's see. Okay, remind me of his son. Oh, it's a sad story. Bob was a real daredevil, always trying to impress his father and to make him a name for himself without his support. That's why he took that job at the mountain pass of Wolf's Caravan Guard. Mr. Cerebral didn't want his son joining the expedition and even sent men to stop the lad, but the rascal tricked them and ran off anyway. I'll never forget how he looked on his final day. His lucky Fernandelga hat, his leather breastplate, his favorite bronze amulet of Saint Seriosa around his neck. The poor thing never returned, apparently was torn apart by mutant bear cricket. Instead, Mr. Shepherd's started having heart and insomnia problems. It pains me so much to see him like this. He's withering away and there's nothing we can do to help. Do I really look like his son? Well, for certain angles and certain lights, yeah, I suppose they are. Honey rumors. Oh? Man gazes up, inspecting from head to toe, and finally relaxes. When he begins speaking, his voice falters and it's clear trying not to lose his train of thought. I think he saw me. Where? So I'm wondering if there's something we can do here, or will he ever leave? I mean, without it being too late. If there is a possibility to do this anyway. Hmm. Uh, do, 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 do. Let's see here. Wonder if we can. God damn it. You don't have enough stuff for this. Wish there was like a way to knock him out. Oh, not kill him, but you know. I doubt he'll ever leaves. Must be like another way to do this, it feels like. Plus, the only way I can do this is I need more spacecraft, which I can't really get. Tried? See what's... The thing is, that is Petro, who is, well, we already talked to him, so I mean, but I wonder if they, that gained the ability on the lamb. Oh. Her personality is really taking a nosedive, huh? Okay. Okay, so he won't let me do it because he's here. I'm kind of curious now then. If we are... okay, let me reload it so I don't have that attempt. Test something. Aw, get kicked out. Maybe I can go back in. Okay, so they do actually empty it. So how the heck am I gonna be able to do this then? Like, how the heck did you miss? There must be some other way to do this. Or? Doesn't look like I am gonna be able to do this one then, because I don't have enough speechcraft. Uh, 160 speechcraft is not, or 159 is not enough to lie to him. We need a lot more. don't have any food or anything that gives me more. Hmm. So the only option I actually have right now then is either we wait with this one and see when I level up next time. I put the points in speechcraft. See if it's enough. And we try and do it. Or you snitch on him. That's my only two options. As it is right now, I think the only way for us to do this is to snitch. Or we can kill him, but yeah, we can wait, I guess. Or maybe not. If you do the revolutionary thing, I don't know if you will be able to do this one. That's shit. Yeah, let's do it like this. We do a save here. We leave this one here for now. See if we can come back to it or not. See if I can put some more points into my speechcraft. Okay, come on, marketplace. Come on. It's not marketplace. Damn it. I got to do much. Oops. Tipsy Mugger. Come on, marketplace. Go in here and sell off some stuff. Nariana. Cluck, 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 cluck. You cluck, alright. Worth anything. Oh, come on, marketplace. Need to put some food in us. Boop. When a young comrade striker uses body, you see him giving instructions to a woman you don't know. When he's finished, he nods and quickly runs off. The committee learned of your achievements, comrades. I salute you for your job well done. Maintain a meaningful silence. As you can see, I sent concerned citizen to give the workers a sign. The strike will start tomorrow. What next, strike? Strike? I'll go forth to the factory, observe the strike from a safe distance. The laborers will gather and work will grind to a halt and the management agrees to their terms or makes a dumb mistake. Come on, marketplace. God damn it, marketplace. There we go. Shitty offer. Hmm. 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 Okay. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Need these many. Ammo. The bolt.
While yet a few blocks from the factory, you hear the rumbling of a huge crowd. The workers have formed a mob and they're loudly exclaiming their discontent with management. The strike appears to be in full swing, and a police car rushes past on 2 waves of grimy snow. You decide to quicken your pace, but Trudograd's slippery streets don't make it easy.
Let's ask Hexagen's advice.
Hexagen pops his collar and squints at the police vehicle.
The whole situation stinks like fish in the sun, if you ask me. But I doubt these private police goons have the gumption to attack the proletariat. They don't have the stones, my child. The gonads, the cojones, the
Gunshot echoes from inside the factory, and a flock of birds take wing on the lead-colored sky. The first shot heralds a second, and then another, as the drone of the masked workers turns into hysterical screams.
Hurry, what's going on in there?
A ragged stream of men and women pour into the street. They're racing in your direction, some shouting with terror, some grimly silent. Whatever pursues them is so far unseen. Some of them are spattered with blood.
Shortly way through the crowd and find out what happened.
Going against the tide of panicked citizens is like climbing a hill during a landslide. You barely avoid being trampled, but eventually soldier your way through. The crowd fleeing the factory is all but past you now. Armed men wearing the fur hats and metal helmets of the city guard and approaching in their wake. There are too many of them. To fight would mean certain death.
Got into the close apartment building and lay low.
Instead of confronting the police, you decide to hide in a nearby building. Squatting in a dusty stairwell, you settle down to wait. An hour passes before the shouts and gunshots have completely died away. After a quiet survey of your surroundings, you cautiously step out into the street again. You walk nonchalantly towards the factory courtyard, which by this time is almost empty of people. You spot a few thugs on the other side of the street, Private guards of the city elites. Armed with clubs and bloodlust, these bandits were probably hired by the fat cats from above to break up the strike. Now they've returned to watching you from the shadows, no doubt crowing to each other about their victory. None of them approach you. Trudging through a lake of bloodied slush, you arrive at the open gates of the industrial complex.
Well, take a look around. Well, business as usual over here. You hear about the shooting? It was a damn nightmare. Wasn't life terrible enough already? Yeah, what's your opinion about what happened? Whatever I say, you want to do justice to what I feel in here. Tapped his chest empathetically. One good thing about it is I'm not alone in my anger. Ah, P. Comrade Strike checks the cylinders of his old school Nadian revolving dice around cautiously. When he sees you watching, he hastily conceals the weapon. For the future, comrade, if you're here to make a report, I already know what happened. The old Jerry couldn't resolve the situation peacefully and attacked. His rash decision cost the loyalty of a large chunk of citizenry and made our job a revolution much easier. A grand achievement, I'd say. Many people died, Comrade Strike, people of the social class we swore to protect, yet failed. Yes, Comrade Blaze, the committee knows this. The revolution will never forget the fallen. However, this is not the time to shed tears. We will honor the heroic dead once our duty to the living is fulfilled. Smells fishy, Shrek. You didn't sign up for this. Don't panic, please. A time of great calamity is approaching, but also a great opportunity. You must ask the advice of the other members of the Saving Trudograd committee. Together we will form an appropriate strategy. Come back to the town tomorrow. If I'm not here, talk to the owner. He will give you your final mission. Final mission, huh? I don't have much I can do, much more I can do at the moment. Is probably I assume we need to do when we progress further into the main story. Okay, right now I have nothing to do. That's 3.4k. That's a lot of wondering if you're just running around doing encounters, but that's a lot of encounters to do. Take a load of brother Mikolaj. More beer for my friend. That's how we roll. This little bully gets a beer, and yet he's part in the misfortune which is my life getting on. You're right, that's a crappy way to roll, Nikolai. A glass for everyone present. Then you're across from him. Thanks. Nikolai brings you a mug of Trudograd's classic light beer and you take a pull. The day's been late for no unless you had a pint. By the way, call me Nikita the Lucky Devil. Sorry, my name is Boris. Thanks to our new friendship, Boris. In class with you, I hope that someday you will find your happiness. Wiping off your beer mustache. Why are we partying again? Just got back from a very profitable trip. Made more money than I deserved, to be honest. Looks around. Listen, where's everyone? Looking like it used to have a full house every day, but now it's as dreary as a tomb. After the shooting at the factory, the regulars went into hiding. Oh, that makes sense. The cop was leaving the tavern just as I came in. Then she was looking for rebels. Stretched his legs. Changes in the air, I can feel it. Good thing too. Change is always welcome in the end. For those who survive anyway. Yeah, okay, but you never told me why you're having a party. Alright, one day I was walking past Mama Hump's abandoned amusement park. Moves closer. People have disappeared around it, and there are whispers that the place is cursed. I would suspect there was some looting hidden inside, and I was spot on. Bear. In the depths of the park, I found an entrance to the subway, and within several explosive vests and a brand new radio set. The owner inside, I piled everything into a wheelbarrow and hustled out of there just as the sun was setting. Call me superstitious, but I would never stay in that place overnight. Stories about curses don't just appear out of nowhere. Explosive vests. Ordinary padded jackets rigged with dynamite, detonators in a radio receiver, as if to trigger them from a distance. Hair rising, right? Who did you sell that swag to? To a stalker buddy of mine who sells his stock to him at the market in the outskirts. He probably sold them by now, though. Yeah, well, can you answer a few more questions for me? Go ahead and ask. What's going on outside the city? Something bad is coming. 10 times while walking back to Trudograd, I came across bandits who were seemingly on patrol. I had a detour around them, otherwise they would kill me, mark my words. I mean, I get it. That's the post-apocalypse for you. Crossing the many, you can take 2 steps outside without getting into a heap of trouble. The outskirts of Trudograd were quieter in the past. Not anymore, I guess. Are there any good rumors? Michael's colleague's brother's son has a stepsister in the village of Little Geese. Once she found a birch bark scroll on the step outside her home. Kind of like a letter from an admirer. It said things like, I'm in love with you, yet I dare not show my face, yada yada yada. You know, old-timey romantic crap. The girl started an extended correspondence with this mystery man. He left the replies near an old oak tree along with all sorts of gifts, jam, cookies, etc. And in the morning after, they would always disappear. This affair lasted over a month. Until her brother decided to visit and fix her ancient well. He climbed inside and hello and behold, there was a huge mermaid down there. He was sitting in a pile of birch bark scrolls. Turns out he built a career out of deceiving women in small settlements around Trudograd. Made him fall in love and leave him sweets, the bastard. Okay. One new assignment from Common Strike, please. Careful not to turn his head. Mikhail moves his eyes from side to side and softly answers. Shout from the second table, don't you? In short, Strike asked me to tell you the time has come to deal an ideological blow to the rich. The European house in Trudograd already serves the interest of the city authorities, all except one little shop on Kolushkin Street, that is. You get where I'm going with this? Your thing, you want me to burn it to the ground, right? God forbid, why would you do that? You just need to talk to the manager into printing our propaganda. What propaganda are we talking about here? It's all about politics, comrade. Of course, for a guy like me working in one of their factories or crossing paths with the private police, it's already enough to radicalize me against the authorities. But the comrades from the committee decided it was also necessary to kindle the fire of the revolution with passionate words. To this end, our ideologically talented craftsmen have produced the first issue of Red Carrot. What a name. Okay. This publication would teach the philosophical tenets of the late Morkovin, as well as share the secrets of industrial sabotage. Only one trifling detail remains: to persuade the printer to print and distribute it on our behalf. Alright. Go and talk to him then. Please write this down. The printing house is located on Krotsuskin Street. The rector main employee's name is Birokonov. Convince him to cooperate and come back for a reward. Sir, yes, sir. I don't think there will be anything for us. Oh crap, it's been a long time since we were here. inside this building. Hello again, I can help this fine, whatever it is outside. I'm here on urgent business, Virokonov. Tell me about your assignment. Printer listens to you play with your star of grimace before interrupting you. Try it with a follow-up question. Where were these revolutionaries of yours when Capybarov's gang was squeezing like a pimple? Or do you only talk about highbrow ideals instead of acting on them? You hear yourself talk? I got rid of a Capybara for you, didn't I? Here I thought you helped me out of pure kindness. Does this mean the revolutionary underground has been watching me from the shadows all this time? Why didn't you tell me before? Couldn't read my secret identity before I knew you could be trusted. In that case, I own all the leaflets, brochures, and set will be printed. No questions asked. Thank you. That's all I want to hear. Bye. Okay. Blaze leveled. Oh yeah. Get the miner's decks with the armor. I wonder if I shouldn't use shield with her. Oh, that was a quick persuasion. You know what? I wonder if we should stop running around with this armor. Hello, look. Yeah, it's going. I can see from your eyes that you're not here for a drink, or am I wrong? Yes, Virokunov agreed to print our stuff. Well, look at that. Leave some work for the other revolutionaries, eh? Anyway, here's the 1,000 rubles strike left for you. Once we're done here, I'll call the top brass and get them to send some paper pushers over to Virokunov's place. You're gonna start on the first issue. Cool, so you're ready for the next assignment? Come and keep stuff for you and blaze of smoke from a silver cigarette case. You both accept without giving it any thought. The cops lost their marbles. They are not just attacking revolutionaries, they are roughing up anyone who sympathizes without cause. Therefore, I would have to use fancy words like oppression, but that's exactly what it is. Right now, they're preparing to arrest a wealthy bird from the upper stories of the city, the merchant Volkova, who's helped fund the strike's boys a bunch of times. Our informants are dead certain of it, so we have to act fast, and by we, I mean you. Of course. What should I do, though? The merchant lady must be taken somewhere safe before she's captured. She's a fine dame, that one. I hope to see her shackled in some dungeon. I would like putting a blooming rose in the shitter, a crime against a good taste. Okay, so how do I save this rose? Go to her house in the second tier. There's a decent neighborhood up on the rooftops. You'll find all the details of the evacuation when you get there. This lass is rock solid. She'll know exactly what to do. Plus, she knows how to find the comedian's current HQ. There, you get both your reward and a pass to 7th heaven, which I remember you asking about when we first met. I'll lay low in the meantime. Revolutions are all well and good, but someone has a tavern to run, and that someone, c'est moi. Gotcha. Time I headed out then. Dun, 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 dun. Oh. Grandpa leveled. Actually, you know what? Yeah. Do 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 do. At them hang the booger. Do 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 do. Wait, isn't it this person over here or something? Yep. There, the house frau runs up to you, glancing in front door as checking to see if you follow. Only then does she speak. You did the revolutionary standing here to help me escape? Yep, I didn't see any police on the way here. Let's go. Wait, so I can pack my things for the trip. Oh my god, what a nightmare. For Volkova starts rushing about the house, stuffing random clothes, provisions, and undergarments into a large suitcase. Leaving the door very slightly cracked, you watch the rooftops for signs of trouble. Turning to the woman, is everything ready? Almost. I'm almost. You got company! The woman turns pale and drops the suitcase to the floor. It seems she feared the mouse to counter pass, but she doesn't look completely broken. Judged by her brow, Volkova is thinking hard about something. Comrade, do we really have to fight again? Oh no, I'm too young to die. Calm, stay calm, right? We still have a chance to leave here without any conflict. Can you tell me the details? My husband built a secret passage from the house through the attic of the building below us. We can definitely escape that way, or at least I hope so. What are we waiting for? Lead the way. That was a picture of Arnold Schwarzenegger, wasn't it?
You carefully
At
descend
the
into
Russian
secret
outfit?
passage, closing the hatch behind you. Upstairs, you hear the city guards hammering on the front door. Hopefully,
looked like
it will
him.
hold them for some time. Maybe then you can escape from this frankly upsetting situation in one piece.
Quietly addressing Volkova, lead the way.
She overtakes you, lighting candles in strategic spots around the room. The so-called secret passage clearly used to be an ordinary attic. Someone, most likely Volkova's late husband, filled it with old furniture and other junk. Now we'll at least get to see the path. Come on, the exit is close by, says the widow, glancing nervously at the hatch.
How do we get out of here?
As she's about to speak, Volkova is interrupted by what you most feared. The hatch behind you begins to rise. The cops finally broke into the house and after a hasty search, found the coveted secret passage. You need to come up with a plan, and fast.
Hide in the shadows.
You rush around the room like a headless chicken, looking everywhere for decent cover. Unfortunately, you're not quick enough. The beams of multiple flashlights hit you in the face and several huge machine gun-wielding cops jump down. Judging by their foul language and orders to halt, you have been spotted.
We go with luck. Press your hands together, close your eyes, and hope once again for Lady Luck to save you without rhyme or reason.
Perhaps if you were even a little bit
damn,
luckier,
what?
the private police would mistake you for a wax figure and leave you alone. But even if they aren't that stupid, instead of resolving the tense situation, all you've done is earn a series of offensive remarks of a personal nature and accusations of being a messed up cultist.
Oh, we go with speechcraft.
Your words don't seem to work. The guards chuckle and hurl hurtful insults at you. With every degrading comment about your intellect, your options to escape the situation diminish.
Must not fear. Fear is a mind killer. What's he gawking at? Yes.
You batter your own chest with your fists like a wild gorilla and puff out your cheeks like an enraged hamster. Generally, you demonstrate physical domination by every available means.
Okay.
And to your utter surprise, it actually works. Your opponents begin to slowly back away. They're almost ready to surrender. It's time to dominate them even more.
Stamp your foot. Boo!
Frightened, confused, and left with only the tattered remains of their dignity, the cops rush back out through the hatch.
Wait a while before cautiously... Go immediately leave your hiding place.
Volkova points out another inconspicuous hole in the ceiling. Let's not linger. Look, we can get out through there.
Onward. Okay. Step to the stand from the rooftops, and after ensuring you're not being followed, stop by a kiosk to catch your breath. Looking up, looks like we made it. Volkova searches for an expensive coat with a preoccupied look. When she finds what she's looking for, she exhales with relief and allows herself a small smile. Phew! The money is exactly where it should be. Thank you. Without your help, those ruffians would have tackled me for sure. Smile back, no problem. Now it seems that our paths diverge. I go into my relatives who live outside the city. Until the current rulers of the Trudograd are replaced, there's no life for me here. Was support for the revolutionaries the only reason they came for me? I'm sure my support for Shrike and his men was merely a convenient excuse to seize my late husband's property. Speaking of course about the car wash at the Western Gate, beloved by visiting traders. Some very powerful people have been celebrating over that place for years, and now they've finally got a good excuse for taking it off my hands. Well, I hope to choke on it. You need an escort? No thanks, I can make it on my own. You've already done so much. What are you gonna do with your relatives? I know what I won't do. Take a vacation and sit doing nothing. I'm good at bookkeeping, and I'll gladly help my cousins and his sons set their household up for business. I'd even earn some cash for more donations to Shrike and his daring commandos. Like yourself. I see. Well, it looks like I asked everything I needed to ask. It's time we part ways, but not before I tell you where to find the comrades from the committee. The current revolutionary headquarters is located on Kolotushkin Street in a basement entrance located next to house number 10. The woman quickly finds Kolotushkin Street on your electronic map and marks a seemingly remarkable basement. Thanks for the tip. Bye. Okay. Temporary one, I think.